fuck? Okay. Well, I will start one of these one day normal. But today is not that day. Hello. Welcome in. I hope that you are doing great. Well, swell, all the good things. And what's not, join in, joining again. And yeah, let me not be so fidgety. What the fuck? Anyway, my name is Letice for the introductions. I do readings on here, as you can see, as well as you can book me down below. And with that being said, and done, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and all the good things. And we'll get into this now. I do this thing a lot where I like find a book that I really fucking enjoy and I flip into it. It's really leads you down this reading path, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. And we're gonna use my dream dictionary. Now, I was called to do this a little while ago, didn't do it, and kept being called, or just got them in button and all. So I'm doing it, Spirit. Are you happy? Anyway, I'll be doing it too. I'll be doing it too. Sometimes I'll be doing other shit. Anyhow, anyway. But yeah, I wanted to just flip it open, flip open the book, and just see what we get. I am feeling hilariously all of a sudden three separate reading collectives. So we'll just flip over the book for each separate three collectives, and then we'll just go from there. But with that being said, done, and professed, let's get into pile number one, which will start at 129. Hello, pile number one. Hope that you are doing well, swell, and enjoying all of the good things. Anyhow, anyway, let's go ahead and see what we have for pile one, Spirit. Um, it's hilarious because I feel like this pile, you think about other people a lot. A lot. And not in a way of like, I hope that they like me, but like you consider people, and sometimes at the detriment to yourself, or you can take on other people's energy knowingly, unknowingly, and it kind of adds that extra burden, that extra weight onto you for that. But it's just really like you are somebody. What I'll say, because it's like, but an actual, what do they call it? An energetic empath, essentially. Not just an empath of being able to understand and feel those emotions, but like energetically feel the emotion coursing through their body and almost can take that on. Now, it won't resonate with their body, but whatever don't resonate, don't fucking resonate. But it's really like you can dream about other people a lot, work with other people a lot, have a lot of people in your dreams. You can dream a lot in the third person, like out of body, like you're seeing yourself dream as well. But it's a lot to do with other people because of what you take on in your everyday life. You can be a parent, you can be a teacher, you can be somebody that's a boss, but you are somebody that has to deal with a lot of people either willingly because you're in that position or because you put yourself in that position willingly, right? But either way, that is kind of the channel message. Yeah, it's kind of just this orange, red, yellow, blue energy. Hilariously, I don't know why. That's the energy I'm getting. Yeah, and not like chakrally, but just the actual color and the energy of the color. I'm hearing like color theory. I recently got into color theory for like astrology and mental and things of that sort, so that can be significant, but a lot to do with researching and studying. And people go to you for advice for a lot of things, or seek you for advice, or you can see a way out to a lot of people's bullshit and situations and all of those things. So yeah, very much somebody that is an integral part of the community, whether you want it to be, or trying to figure out how to be. Um, yeah, very much so that. Okay, let's get into this. Spirit, what do you have for collective one for dreams? You guys like things gentle. Very gentle people. Very gentle. You don't like too much. You don't care to do too much, which is funny because you do take on a lot. That's so hilarious. They really want you to go towards the front. This is hilarious. They don't even want you to get a word. Okay. Spirit is funny. Spirit is fucking funny. Spirit is hilarious because they want me to go with the front of the book and the back of the book. We're gonna roll with it because that is hilarious. So on the front of the book, we have when you dream of using a rake, expect a happy family celebration. Children at play, which is hilarious because I also think that you can be parents, you can be in charge of people as well, taking on the aspect, but also thinking about raking leaves. You have to pull them all into the bag and carry that load. You know, you really shouldn't rake your leaves because it's really good for the earth. But yeah, we got children at play, expect success in love and personal relationships. And always take into account, definitely book a dream reading because if you have kids and you are seeing children playing, you're probably like, well, obviously that's in my everyday life. I want to see that. But what does it mean? You know, and that's where you really want to get into what did the dream smell like, feel like, what were you doing, how was the interaction, were you able to see the kids' faces, gotta get, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, very vague, but if you want more, book a reading, okay? No, seriously though, that is one of my favorite things to talk about and do and study and dive into is dreams. So, anywho and anyway, we got a barbecue. Expect friends and relatives to impose on you, especially if you're thinking about time in the season that we're currently in. Not that you're watching it, but we're currently in is this colder season. It's not really going to see many people barbecuing, right? Even down here. We got a circle, expect joy beyond your greatest expectations. Hearing footsteps, expect to learn something that will be to your advantage in your office, which is hilarious because I also said if you are in charge, if you are a leader, if you are a boss, if you are this, it says expect a change in your love life. But again, that comes into the reality of the entirety of the dream and how it played out, right? Now, for the back of the page, hilariously, Zodiac. And I literally just said if you've been doing like color theory, Zodiac, or things of that sort, it says you are likely to have fame as well as financial success if you dreamed of seeing or studying the Zodiac. Zoo is also the final word. It says you'll be seeing new faces and far off places if you dreamed of being at the zoo, and if you took a child or children along your travels, will be profitable as well as pleasurable, right? And that's crazy because I keep mentioning kids. Mm. And it's almost like, yes, the kids, but it's also this childlike energy as well. Because, like I said, you guys feel like you just have a lot of responsibility. Like, you feel like you are birthed into responsibility. You feel like Capricorn 4,000 energy, okay? Like, you just born into having to create a comfortable, stable, secure space. Always knowing what to do, how to do it, whether it's yourself that's in the situation or somebody else, always having to navigate and shift and work through like it's always in this goal responsibility mode. And so it's almost, yes, like this shot like energy. That's why I said what is the actual context. Yes, you may have kids, but were you the same size as the kids in the dream, or were you taller like you are now? Was it teenagers in the dream that you're mainly seeing, but you don't have teenagers? So it's things of that sort where it's really taking things into account. If you're studying the zodiac, it could just be somebody mentioning the zodiac. You don't have to actually read the book or see the sign. Somebody like, yeah, fuck that, I'm a Cancer. Fuck that, I'm a Taurus. Fuck that, I'm a Libra. Fuck that, and it can be that. And I was like, okay, wait, where do I have that in my chart? It's things like that we are able to merge it together and that forms something that is cohesive. That's why I say taking dreams as a whole is a lot more powerful than something that feels odd in the dream. Because if you think about it, your dream in your mind when you are sleeping, it has no borders, it has no limits. When we see this table, we feel like we can only put things on the table. That's where it's limited at. And in a dream, this is now your boat. It's like, how the fuck did that become a boat? Now I'm in the water. It's because there are no bounds, there are no limits. So if you're taking something that feels out of place or odd in a dream, you're gonna miss the entire messages or message that it was supposed to be in the fucking first place. I hope this is making sense. Okay? That's why I said if you're in the office, you're like, yeah, well, I work in the office, right? What is it? Is it the same carpet in the office? Did you park in a different direction this time? Is your boss from this job or from a different job? It's things of that sort where you're taking it into account everything, not just what feels normal or what feels odd, or what feels as a whole, right? And pulling that in because with this childlike energy being needed, pulling into the zoo What do they say? Kids get free into most places, especially the zoo. It's this type of energy. Fuck zoos. But but it's this encouragement because of, yeah, thank you, Spirit. That's exactly why. Because fuck zoos. Having somebody, a tiger, a polar bear, elephants, all these animals trapped in these small confinements of a false reality of what actually could be if they were out in the wild and giving it to them like it's real. And so that's why Spirit wants you to pull into those streams of where it's giving you those messages and signs, because like they want you to balance it out in a way where it's not just always being processed when you're asleep. They want you to be able to process and balance this out in your waking life as well, not taking on so much from others. Also, not expecting what you're giving to others from others, because you're not even supposed to be exerting yourself this much. You're not even supposed to be expending yourself this much. You're not supposed to be stretching yourself thin this much. So don't expect that from other people. You're going to need to start pulling back too, so that way they can start pulling their own weight in their own lives. So that way they can start figuring out, because you got your own inner child to work with and your grown ass adult self. And they want to play and meet and talk to each other. And right now you in between. And I can't do that. We'll have to schedule our play date later and get back together with each other on a different time, because right now it's not working. Unless we're going to do some parallel play in this bitch or some reciprocity, I'm going to need to pull out real quick, fast, and heavy. Okay? I love when I just bitch. Okay? So really taking that into account. What was the other ones? Oh, thank you, Spirit, just to pull it back, because I don't want to stay too long on here. Not in like that sense, but I feel like this is really, y'all gotta really just get in there. Ashe, but with this barbecue in the circle, oh, Ashe, I want to get deeper than the meaning that they give, because, baby, again, what I do is a dream practitioner. I work on that shit. I am that shit, okay? Anyhow, anyway, with this sense, like I said, it's taking account. Spirit is hilarious. Here, did it smell like barbecue? And that's where they want me to leave that one hilariously. Did it smell like barbecue? And then the reason, like, I don't know if I can smell in my dreams. That's something that you're gonna need to want to tap into. Not need to want to tap into, but if you know what the hell I'm saying and how I'm saying it, that's how I'm saying it. Okay? I don't ever tell nobody what the fuck to do. I just tell them what the hell I'm. Thank you, Ashe, Ashe. And with this circle, it's again that confinement, that cage, that structure, right? Circles are a lot more harder to fit in a home, if you realize, because even a home is built square. It can't fit in a corner comfortably. It's gonna have a gap. It's gonna have space. It's still gonna have room. So they want you to recognize who and what is in your circle. Who is what is in your energy. What is that? A Venn diagram? They want you to create a Venn diagram of your life. Right? And it's going to sound crazy. You on one side and your dream side on the other. And then things that line up, they want you to put that in the middle. Okay? Right? And take it from there. I got kids in reality. Did I have kids in my dream? Okay. But then also things that are different. And that way you're able to see, okay, these, I can just, they all the same. They all the same. It makes sense. But these, I'm noticing are patterns of odd frequencies. And then this happens. And then this happens. How is it playing out? After I have a dream like this, I typically get this information, or this blessing, or this setup, or a different type of download, or I see these angel numbers, or I interact with this zodiac sign consistently, or all of a sudden my kid, they start getting action. Whatever it is, it's this realization that is taken in the whole message as a whole of the dream. To take care of yourself and how. Because if in my dream, it's still me, and outside, it's still me, how are we coming together to create this balance so I can take care of me? And I feel like I'm taking on everybody's emotions energetically and feeling. Sometimes, especially me, all of my Cancer placements are 8th house placements. Okay? I have to be like, this energy is not my energy a lot of times. Like, this energy is not my energy. Because I can just, as soon as somebody feels it, it's like it's my body want to suck that bitch in like, bitch, and it's not our energy. We can still be there and be present, but if we taking that in, we can't take that on, baby. Okay? But that has been y'all's. It is time to feed that inner child. Focus on self, recognize self, figure out how to navigate a system to realize, okay, if I'm the first relationship in my life, and I'm going to be the longest relationship in my life, and other people are also going to be a part of my life, a part of that circle, how are we molding and shifting together? Also make a Venn diagram from your people and you, and see how that comes together, and feel, okay, are we getting the reciprocity, or is it weighing out? Am I giving enough? Am I giving too much? Do that as well, okay? So I always like to leave with a little bit of, okay, but I love you so much. Until next time. Already pound number two, 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 pound number. Okay. That was fun. That was exciting. Pound number one wasn't given that, but that's okay. They ain't gotta give that. It's your energy, and that's theirs. Ashe. But welcome in, my babies, my darlings. Let's see what spirit has for you in regards to dreams. This has been really fun. We really got into it with part one, so I'm excited to see what we get for you. Pile number two. No. Mm-hmm. I'm immediately hearing S. It is hot on this side. Sorry, y'all, but not sorry. This is how I channel. This is what it looks like. I know I'm looking off, but I'm looking at a candle. We can't do all that, spirit, so please give it to me straight. Okay, this is where we're at. I know y'all fucking lying. It's so funny because I said I'm feeling the heat from this side. Now with the other one, it was a different type of energy. With y'all, I came with a different type of energy too. I love that. But I said I'm feeling the heat from this side, and a few that I'm gonna read. It's 3 parts that's really pulling into me, for you guys. So the first one that we got is sewing. It says, I'm going to read what it says, and then obviously I'm going to channel everything because I like to read here as Spirit instructs, and I also like to speak as Spirit instructs. Ashe. Yeah, I got some hyper ass energy for a motherfucking reason. I'm telling you why. We finna get it. Oh, Spirit will come. Thank you. Ashe. Sewing. In some respects, an obstacle dream, but the interpretation varies according to the action. To see someone else sewing is a sign that you would be wise to be more diligent in providing for your future. But if you dreamed of you doing the sewing, an exciting new opportunity for advancement will soon come your way. Hand sewing suggests hard work ahead. Machine sewing indicates a need to be more cautious about giving confidences, like loose lips, sink ships, like shit. To finish the sewing, forecast success in your current undertakings, but to leave it unfinished is a sign of troubles to overcome. So either way, like it said, it's an obstacle dream, but how that obstacle is seen, set up, determined, faced, worked through, processed, all those things is up to you, and depending on how that variation set up. Okay? Not up the part where it got hilarious to a bitch like me. Okay? It got hilarious to a bitch like me. Okay? I was like, okay, this is what we doing, this is why I get extra high. Okay, the first one that we got is sex. I'm just saying, you know I am. I don't need to sugarcoat nothing, okay? Everybody got enough sugar in the world. They don't need it from me. Okay? It says, for a woman, a dream of changing her sex predicts an unexpected honor or success in the family. However, for a man to dream of having a sex change pretends a necessity to make an embarrassing explanation regarding his sexual inadequacy. Sexually teasing in a dream indicates the realization of an unworthy ambition. Okay? Now, if you do have this book or if you just want to look it up, it says other things to look up as well. It says see intercourse, orgy, impotence, incest, or sexual organs. I'm just reading what it says. I don't condone it at all, because incest, what the fuck? But that's just what it says. Ashe. Okay? Ashe. But with that, again, it's also I always like to say, because bitch, we're getting into the dream. Whether you man, woman, not binary, transgender, it's the energy. That's how we always moving in here. It's the energy, babe. Okay? It's the energy. Because sometimes single moms we having that masculine energy and that feminine energy are more masculine or more feminine depending on how we working and operating. I would say single dads, but I don't know enough, if any at all. Ashe. Okay. The next one is, the last one is sexual organs. So a lot to do, like I said, y'all came in with the energy. And again, I'm going to really get into that, especially with the sewing aspect of this energy, sexual organs, sacral chakra. Do you see where I'm going? If you don't see where I'm going, it's okay. We're going to figure it out together. Ashe. So sexual organs. In some aspects, a dream of contrary, a dream of having diseased sex organs is telling you to practice a bit of underindulgence, okay, for a time. To dream of having deformed organs is a warning against casual sex relations. If your dream concerned unusual organs, it augurs an increase in social popularity. To dream of having no sexual organs, Ken and Barbie type shit, suggests you could benefit from some competent advice regarding your sexual life. And if you dreamed of exposing your sexual organs, you are being warned that your reputation is in danger through your own indiscretions. Okay? So again, we're keeping all this in mind, and I kept saying I'm going to get back to it. It's a lot of energy that you're pulling into. You can have water signs in your chart, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. A lot of this sacral chakra energy that you're pulling in. Like I said, it is like, I got it, because that's people also forget. Yes, the solar plexus is the energy. It is literally about vitality, right? But the way that it is distributed is coming from that lower. It's building up, and obviously they all work together because one can be in balance and out of balance if we're getting into it. But I'm going to keep it as simple as layman terms because you can make it difficult on your own, baby. Okay, I shake. There we go. So to keep it in that layman's terms, which is also sacral chakra energy, keeping things simple, pleasurable, open, expressive, free, recognizing that, right? With this said, it said it is an obstacle dream. So again, this is something that they don't want you to lose that sight with this energy, because you got that solar plexus energy down, that vitality, that strength, that being out there, that being bold. But they don't want you, especially with it coming into this regard for, yes, keep in mind what it said, but in regard of what the energy is pulling from. And even with me pointing out man, woman, non-binary, trans, it's the energy. It's something in regards to your energy that they want you to sew the fuck up, right? And it's crazy because we got the sewing in minute if you're doing it or not, because it is a sense of something is coming and or approaching. An obstacle in some sort of way is happening. I'm seeing somebody almost like dredging through their dreams, struggling to get through in their dreams. It's almost like they're moving in slow motion in their dreams, whether they're fighting, whether they're just walking, whether they're breathing as well. It can be hard to breathe now at night as well. Things of that sort. I mean, like waking up with stiff hips and a stiff lower back and trying to figure out why, because you haven't changed anything. Or you're trying to change stuff to not have that be so stuck. Twerking does help because it loosens it, but just stretching, moving, eating more orange foods as well. Stretching, I said that already. Stretching must be very fucking important. You need to stretch, even if you, okay? Every now and again, sometimes like I didn't do everything, but at least I did something today where my body felt like it wasn't in the same position all day, right? So stretching and moving, because again, it's something where shifting where you're going to need your energy. Your body's going to be moving. I'm hearing it's going to be busy for you. You're going to be ripping and running. And we're gonna and not in a way of like stressed out ripping and running, but they I always like to say, thank you, Spirit. It's your blessings, you have to be ready to be responsible for your blessings too. Your blessings hold some type of weight to it too. Right? Everybody likes gold, but gold is quite heavy, no? Yes? I should. So it's a sense of this. And like I said, it's a sense of like it's almost like an obstacle that you're overcoming. And you will overcome in the end, obviously. It's just this matter of coming over in a way that is creative, that is different, that is not to be set up in a way that is the norm. You cannot do it like everybody else. You can't take that route. You can't take that way. And Spirit is telling you, call that person, be in that person. Don't open that door. Don't miss it. I'm here. Don't open that door. I don't know what that's about, but don't open that door. Don't send that letter. It's like something that they don't want you to do and that they do want you to do, right? And they're being very descriptive. You're like, but the landlord told me this. My job told me this. Tanisha up the street told me this. Whatever it is, just like, but what the fuck am I telling you? What the hell what am I telling you to do? Have I ever steered you wrong? Because the only time I steer you wrong is when your ass don't listen. The only time I steer you wrong is when your ass don't listen. And now we gotta go reroute. We gotta resituate ourselves. So with this sewing, they want you. So I'm seeing like shout out. I'm seeing like Applejack Family when they're making the quilts and they're sewing, right? And thank you. Pulling up from that story, from My Little Pony, because I'm a represent and ain't a guilty pleasure. It's just a pleasure, baby. Again, pulling on that pleasure energy and not being ashamed of what the fuck you enjoy, what you like, what you want to indulge in, what you want to experience, because that lets you know when you allow yourself to enjoy what you feel is pleasurable, what you feel makes you feel safe, comfortable, expressive, vulnerable, open, sexual, sensual, whatever, all those things. When you allow yourself to feel that, it keeps telling your body this is the true safe space, right? Because you ever doing something and you kind of feel awkward after, like, damn, I shouldn't have did that, but you knew, like, in that moment in time, something that you enjoy, something that you like, right? It's just like, dang, that was a lie. And it's only going to feel uncomfortable for only so long. Like when I first started this, I felt uncomfortable. Every now and again, I still feel uncomfortable clicking it. But I was like, huh. Because I'm used to not being on camera. But I know that this is something to put it out there. This is a way to get it out there and set it up. So now this is my new norm. This is comfortable to me, right? So it's in a sense of recognizing the more that you allow yourself to know, no, this is real pleasure. This is real love. This is real consideration. This is real truth. This is real openness. This is real authenticity. This is real acceptance. This is real movement. Like you are understanding, because that is where that pleasure comes in. That sacral chakra energy of recognizing, if I can enjoy this, I already know that I'm safe and secure. If I can enjoy this, why would they say, and expand on it? Expand on those dances, expand on that creative writing, expand on the dancing, expand on the gym or whatever it is, and sewing that into my quilt, sewing that into my life story, sewing that into my dynamic. Because like I said, if somebody else is doing it for you, be wise to be diligent about providing for your own future, sewing your own quilt in there. That way it's done how you want it. What do they say? If you want something done right, do it yourself. Right? So it's in this sense and in this energy of recognizing that and taking it in. Like Spirit is like, no. Tap into you and your power, because that is what's going to be needed for when this blessing comes, for when this change comes, for when you are like, oh, finally I'm removed out of this situation, out of this dynamic, out of this cycle. They want you to have enough strength and trust in your body to know that you can continue forward. Because sometimes people got a lot of energy, but that's all they got. And so they keep hitting the wall, like, oh, okay, let me go back around, let me go this way. And then they keep hitting it, but versus seeing a higher perspective, a different creative outlet that allows you to be more fluid and flow like that water energy. It allows that. And also to bring into the sex and the sexual organs and the sewing, if you have been masturbating, use that energy. I love a little masturbation manifestation moment. A double M. And if not, you can also do that with your partner consensually. Okay? And set it up that way too. And just allow yourself There's also a way to set it up, you know what I mean? A little good ritual, you know? But it's in the sense of setting those moments, journaling, writing, yoga, dancing, singing, creating just to create for create's sake, indulging, releasing, experiencing, all these things step into that. And so spirit wants you to sow up your own quilted life at this moment and indulge in that pleasure, because what they're going to drop on you is something that you've been working towards, working on, and manifesting and creating. And it's going to feel like a hurdle, but that's because it's like it's right at the end. It's like when moving day happens, you got to make sure you get the truck, you got to make sure you load everything, you got to make sure you get it there, save, you got to make sure you get the gas. It's a lot more things happening. Like everything kind of planning up to the moment, calling the place, setting it up. But when it is that actual day, it feels like you're running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Oh, Ashe. With a chicken with its head cut off. Ashe. Right? And putting it out there. But as soon as it's done, it's like, whoo. That's why they say they want your energy. It's like the day of somebody launching an event, like the big premiere. You gotta make sure that you caught the caterers. You gotta make sure you caught this and this and like you have to set up. It feels like a lot is being done, and it's like, okay, this is the big moment, and that's what Spirit is saying. So they want you to be ready to sow into your life, literally in a way that feels pleasurable to you and not restrictive and not confined. Okay. But that has been your channel message reading for yourselves, my darling. And I love you. Love yourselves more. Until next time, that was off key. I love you. Hello, count of a three. My final pal, my babies. I wanted to say you're my spiritual pal. Like everybody's spiritual, but I don't know. I just like saying that. Like, you're my spiritual pal. I'm like this. I like that. I like you. We like each other. Yes, we do. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into yeah, ooh, um y'all funny. Y'all cocky. Hmm. Y'all like slyly confident. Like y'all kind of shady confident. You know, like you kind of say some shit and somebody's like, oh, okay, we'll talk your shit then. It's kind of like that. Like you kind of can speak off guard with what you say and how you can do things. Because as soon as I was chatting, I heard, like, let's see what this bitch got to say about dreams and ratings. I want to see what she got. I want to see what's going on. I want to see what's popping. Let's see if she can get it right. Let's see if she can get it accurate. And it's like, let me see if I can resonate with this. Let me see if we're on the same page. And it's hilarious because you're already resonating if you chose this as your pal. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's like it's cocky slide. It's like I want to see, but you also are choosing it as a way of affirming yourself to make sure that you're also making the right selection. You're making the right choice. That you actually know what you're talking about. That you actually know how things operate and what's going on. So you like, I want to see what they actually know, because you like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and it's like, you know. So it's kind of like in that, you know, in the queer community, it's kind of like that shadiness. Like, I see you, bitch. I see you, bitch. I get you, bitch. Okay, you can go ahead and read me like that. It's kind of like that energy. Like, okay, let me see if you can do the same. Because I know what the hell I'm talking about. I know what the hell I'm going through. So it's kind of that energy. And this way, and if you get it, you get it. I ain't taking it that way. You ain't taking it that way. We there. Okay? So you kind of navigate in that. So that's kind of like, I want to see. And it's almost like sometimes seeking that validation. Like, what do I know? Okay, I knew I was right. I know I was right. I know I was right. Like, I kind of, but I knew I was right. I knew I was right. So, and that's okay as well. That you're getting more comfortable with that. Well, I'm here, like, I'm getting more comfortable with checking my references and making sure, because you know, especially as somebody that knows that they know things, you're okay with not knowing shit too, because you like learning. You like learning. You like knowing what the fuck you need to know. It reminds me of what Jasmine Gardner said. She's like, I always like being the smartest motherfucker in the room. Because if I'm the smartest motherfucker in the room, then I shouldn't be in the room. She said something along those lines, and I was like, I know that's right, because that's what Capricorn says. But it's like, I need to know. And if not, and if I am in the room, I'm going to get the knowledge. So you're okay with that as well. And not so much. That's why I was like, it wasn't so much of like, so they know more of Miss like, let me see if they can. Okay, we there with each other. So a lot of that, bring it on in. Like I said, very spiritual power. You know what you're talking about, but you also know that you never know what you know. It can always change. It can always shift. Spirit can wake your ass up in the middle of the night at 3:33 and be like, bitch, things have changed. So very much a dynamic. It's crazy because I'm really enjoying this. You enjoy the smoothness of things. I like that, but we're not there yet. Yeah, you really like the middle. I see you, bitch. Okay, what you got? I'm hearing y'all want cards. We'll see. All right. We have a few here that we're going to pull from that Spirit has given us on two separate pages. We have affluence, which is hilarious. I was literally talking like you guys know what the hell you know. And you sometimes shock people what you know and what you can do and how you speak and how you act. Like, oh shit, okay, all right. And so it asks that, but we are going to read the meaning. Of course, it says a straightforward omen of improvement. The greater the affluence in your dream, the quicker will be the easement of your financial problems. And what did I just say? I just said you guys like things easy. You like this middle spot, this easy. But Spirit didn't want you to go in the middle because it's also like when you don't know something, you can't be in the middle. Because if you're in the middle, it's like I kind of know this. It's like I don't know. Let me know so I can be on the side of knowing. And things are obviously not black and white. There are also multiple complexities of things. Things can be true. Two things, five things can be true at the goddamn same time. But you get what the hell I'm saying. You get the hell I'm saying. Spirit is like, again, it's straightforward. This is very focused. This is very, you can't confuse it with anything else. If I'm giving you a fucking pickle and telling you it's a pickle and it looks like a pickle, it tastes like a pickle, and I'm telling you it's a pickle and it is a pickle, it's a fucking pickle. I don't know why I thought pickle, but that's what the hell we go with. And it's that energy, it's that affluence. So Spirit wants you to know that keep doing it. Keep being you. Keep saying those things and acting in that way because that pulls into people. And it may rub the people the wrong way, but shit, sandpaper and smooth skin also don't work well together, do they? No. Okay. Not saying one is wrong because one does make one smooth, but one makes the other one rough, which is hilarious. It's like, but that's not what we're supposed to be doing. So that's not what we are going to be doing. So if you happen to do with anything financially or anything of that sort, oh my God. Now that was my fault. I will admit to that. But I shit, what is going on? I've been using this for a while. Maybe I wasn't blowing it that much, but the fact that I'm talking about an ease to your financial problems and air just went out for your candle, bitch, I know you fucking lying. We're gonna go ahead and light an incense. Okay. Somebody doesn't like your attitude. I'm hearing, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Somebody doesn't like your attitude. And the reason I'm saying it is it's almost like even when I lit this, and yes, you can hear the air on, but it's not blowing in a way that it can blow it out, if that makes sense. Like it's not the actual air, it's just the fan. Which is also the way my fucking house is set up, it shouldn't make a difference, okay? Anyhow, anyway, alrighty. Um, let me just sit this here actually. And so it's almost like things keep getting blown out, snuffed out. And it's by air elements. This is an air element and it put out the fire of the candle. That is an incense, and the incense went out on its own. So it's a lot with like you might get a lot of channel messages. You might be a very avid lucid dreamer. You might be able to astral project. You might be able to, I like to call it, ancestrally time travel. Um, it's a lot to do with a lot to do with a lot. Somebody's really trying to fuck with your communication, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Somebody, and the fact that I put 3131 and I said I think I want to call you my spiritual power, you know what I'm gonna fucking say? It's like somebody's trying to fuck like you. Like I said, ooh. Like I said again, it's like I want to see if they know what they're talking about. I want to see if they, okay, that more so confirming people do that to you too, but not in the way that you just did it to me. They do it in a way like like I want to see if I can fuck with them. I want to see if they really know if they can really channel. I want to see if they can see that I'm lying to them. I want to see if they can catch the difference of my energy. It's like I'm what's that? What's that? I don't know where that clip was from. You keep trying me and trying me. It's like that's oh, that's your spirit and ancestors because it's like they don't think that you're gonna catch on. And that's why I'm like, you kind of like the mirror middle, and spirit is like, no, we cannot have you in the middle. It's almost like I'm seeing like a high, like high, a circle, but it's like a high watchtower. It's all a circle and it's a high watchtower, and you're on the ground, and it's all eyes on you. Like that's what it's like when you're in the middle in situations like this, where people are playing with your power, your energy, in front of your face or around you or whatever it is, and it's like they really trying to disrupt the communication to come in, especially with this being the fellow that it is. And that being the instant that it is, let me make sure I'm not, yeah, baby, with that being the instant that it is, that was a Pachula. But I mean, it's like somebody's trying to cut the communication coming in from you. It's like they're trying to sever the ties that you have on that world, on the other side. They're trying to, they in coming in your dreams, which is crazy because I haven't even read the other side of your dreams. This is just the affluence. And like I said, the way that they was around you in this kind of high time, it's like the moment from Shrek. Oh, I was like, I need a visual repetition for my people. That moment where all the after he had defeated it, I am a damn of a reputation. That's you. You don't really give a damn about your goddamn reputation, like you don't, because you know your name holds weight in all realms and dimensions. That other people's words on you do not afflict your actual reputation of energy and how you move. I say, but I'm getting the vision of when he defeats it, right? Him a donkey, and they all got their bow and arrows, and everybody's around him. That's kind of how it is. There isn't an audience; it's just you in there, and that's how it is when you're in the middle. Because you're like, oh, I like that. That sounds like you like the middle. You like the middle, and you can't do that with everybody. You can't give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You can't give everybody the second chance. You can't. Let me see if they really know. Let me see if they go no, because they doing that to you. And you can't be around that bullshit energy. Like I said, it ain't in the same way that me and you would do it with each other. They do it in a way like, yeah, I want to see if I can. Ooh. And I'm not typically one to say this. Sounds like the destiny swapping energy. And I'm not typically, but that's kind of how it feels. I wonder if I can tap into their mind, into their energy, and even confuse your gods. That's what I'm hearing. Can I confuse your gods if I have confused you? And they think that they've confused you. They think that they've intercepted. They think that they've given you some knowledge that you're taking as truth, but they don't know that you question even the truth that you just got. They don't know that you reference check the reference check. And you reference check with yourself and your team. And your team was like, I don't know why they're trying to get to us by fucking with you. Because if they fuck with you and trying to get to us, why the hell would we fuck with them? And why would you? So it's like this, you can't be in between, because it's like they literally like, I'm the way that you walk, move, speak, breathe, do everything is like it is an energy that is affluential, that is magnetic, that pulls people in. And it's the way that you can be, it's like you can be very charismatic, right? You could have Libra in your chart, you could have some air in your chart, because you do like that middle. I'm feeling that middle energy, and not in like the basic Libra term, but also like this. People don't realize that the Venus is also warrior energy. So it's also like, don't let me flip that on the other side. And the fact that we started with the A's, where they made we go in the beginning. Like, no, they want you to go to the beginning of somebody's story, the beginning of somebody's stuff, the beginning of somebody's bullshit, and let it go. Because they're really trying to intercept and knock it out. But you're too affluential for that. And they're trying to make it seem like you're in the middle on some shallow ground. And everybody's looking at you, and you over here like, okay, I ain't got no protection, I'm around nobody. And they don't even realize, honey, no, you on the outside. This shady glamour magic is not going to work on me. Oh, I'm seeing the 7 Deadly Sins, the one off of Netflix with Gunther. And he's like able to like go into people's minds and make them see and believe different things that aren't really real. Or yeah, it's kind of giving that. That's what they're trying to do. But it's like, baby, illusions don't work on somebody that is truth. Get your shit together. Um, what did I say? And I cannot make this up. Air, and they have me doing airplane. I cannot make this up. I don't want to because again, I'm a bitch. It says air. The interpretation of the stream varies greatly according to its aspects, and that's funny because the air, the fan, just turned off. If the air was clear and enjoyable, it indicates success. However, cloudy, foggy, or misty air suggests you should postpone any important decisions for a few days or reconsider any proposed changes. Did we hear that? Because Spirit wanted me to read that. Any proposed changes. It doesn't have to be friends or family. It can be somebody that you work with. It can be a business partner. It can be somebody that you're dealing that you're supposed to collaborate with. It can be a brand deal. It can be whatever. It can be even a flight that you're looking to pick up to go somewhere. Take a moment. Because again, they're trying to put up this illusion and you're like, hold on. Because if I'm influential enough to pull in people, now I'm in and they lose. You still gotta clean out a filter even though it's catching shit. And you still have to clean out your filter even though it's catching shit. It's catching shit, but you still gotta clean it out. You still gotta change it. And that's when it's happening. Maybe a spiritual bath. Thank you, Ashe. For the airplane, it says, if you piloted the airplane successfully, you may consider it an omen for unusual achievement in your business or in some extracurricular enterprise. Airplanes dropping bombs, forecast disturbing news, trigger warning, I'm so sorry. Flying information, they pretend financial gain if the weather was good. But if the weather was bad, you may be in for a rough business ride. Again, like I said, it could be business, so that can be very significant for some people to be wary of the people that you are in business with. I'm going to say what I need to say and you take what you need to take. If you fail or bail out an airplane, you may expect some temporary reverses. If you were traveling by plane, you will probably hear news from a distant or concerning someone who lives far away. Sorry, you may hear news from a distance or concerning someone who lives far away. And that's why I said if you're booking a travel to go somewhere or setting something up, it's like those things. Just like take a moment. Spirit is really taking you to take a moment. I couldn't even get those words out for first. Something is trying to mess with your communication, your words. I don't even think we're in a retrograde currently right now. We're feminists, and I don't even like that. But yeah, whenever this is, just be mindful. Take a moment because your affluence is really, really strong at this point. Really, it's like I'm seeing what do they call those? The fly zapper or whatever. Like it is very beautiful. It illuminates the place. You can see it. It gives it light to the humans. But on the other side, like I said, that filter that motherfuckers keep trying to try shit is gonna pull them in, and you need to set the fuck out of their ass. Because don't you ever play in my face behind my back, trying to get to and I had people do that to me before. Try to get to my trying to get to my ancestors before they got to me. Trying to get to my people before they got to me. They were telling me in like, hey, yeah, that was them, or they did this, or that did that, or literally. The reason why I'm saying this because I feel like you guys are the same way. They will literally give me the full like movie, pretty much, of what somebody did or will do. Like my spirit team's so good, they'll tell me what you have already been thinking about, or even what your heart's intentions are to do to me or for me, whether that's good, bad, or in between. Like I've seen shit play out, play by play, step by step before it has even happened, while it's happening, and after it has happened. Nothing gets by me. And if it didn't get by me, or it did get by me, it didn't get by them. And if you dealing with them, okay? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I say y'all my spiritual power. This affluence is it's godlike. It's auric. People can feel it. That's why they try to stuff it out. That's why I was like, we came in there like, no. This energy of yours, don't play around. So yeah, your dreams, trust them. That's what I'm gonna trust your dreams, trust your visions, trust that gut feeling, trust that energy. Because the way it tried to snuff that, and I literally been using this the entire time for all the charm, the everything with both of these, and it knocked that out. I think the fuck not, and the fuck I not think. Okay. But that has been your reading, my babies, my darlings, my loves. I love you so much. Love yourselves more. And bitch, I know I did good. You ain't gotta tell me what you can. Until next time. Bye.